confusion, in this season of misunderstanding and miseducation, I believe that God is still responding to the earth, and that God is still a giver of peace, that God is still able and willing to be the shalom in your life. And so this morning, I just want us for the next 30 seconds just to quiet our minds and allow the peace of God to settle in this place. Because I believe that wherever we're going next, wherever we are going to be positioned and wherever we're going to be placed next, we have to be put into a posture and a position where we understand the peace of God. And the peace of God will rest, rule in our heart. He says, I will give you a peace that surpasses all understanding.
That's what he said.
And so God, in this moment, we want your peace. Quiet the storms of our lives. Quiet the moments, God, where we are confused and confounded, God. We want, oh God, your peace. So in this moment, we settle ourselves. In this moment, God, we said we will be still and allow you to speak to the situation. God, no longer will we try to enact our will and we try to take control, but God, we release it all to your hands. The reason, God, we've been confused, the reason we've been confounded, the reason we have anxiety, the reason we've been stressed out is because, God, we've been trying to take it all in your hand, and you said, I've been waiting here just for you to release it to me. And so, God, we release it to your hands. We set it at the altar and we leave it there. And we, God, trade it in for your peace. We trade it in, oh God, for a sound mind. We trade it in for your anointing. We trade it in for your power, God. No longer, oh God, will we stress ourselves over things that we have no control over. What do we have control? We have control over walking in the joy of the Lord and the peace of God. So God, we will honor, God, what you said, and we will lay our burdens on you. We will cast our cares on you, for you care for us. And that, God, we will thank you at your word, that when the enemy comes in like flood, I don't have to worry, I don't have to fret. I just rely on the fact that, God, you will raise a standard, and you will show up, and you will show up, and you will deliver me, as you've done time and time again. God, we are overcomers. We are survivors through the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. What is the word of our testimony? That God has done it before, and that God is doing it, and that God will do it. So I can operate and walk in peace. So I allow your peace to reign. I allow your peace to cover me. I allow myself to be shrouded in your peace. I can abide in the secret place of the Most High and call it my dwelling and be at peace, knowing that, God, you'll fight my battles, knowing that, God, you will take care of me, knowing that you are the God that heals, you are the God that provides, you are the God that delivers, you are he who saves, you are our banner of victory. I don't have anything to worry about because, God, you got me. So, God, let your peace reign. Let your power reign. Let it fall in this place. Let the shalom of God, the peace of God, rest, rule, and abide in this place. To where all we have to do is just walk in it. I hear the Lord saying that if you walk in my peace, everything that tried to disturb you will just fall off, because it can't abide in a peaceful environment. It can't walk in a peaceful environment. If I become the peace of God, and if I show peacefulness, then everything that tried to disturb me will move itself away because it can't handle peace. The problem is that we continue to that which disturbs us. We continue to engage with that which annoys us, and we allow roots of bitterness to come into us. But God, I declare now that the peace of God is upon our lives, and bitterness is no longer, it's been uprooted. The peace of God is on our lives, and that which annoyed me has moved. That which disturbed me has moved. That which has perplexed me has moved. That which caused me anxiety must flee. Stress got to go because I'm operating in the peace of God. I found my peace. And the Bible says that when you find your peace, you ought to hold it. When you find your peace, you ought to hold on to it. Don't let nobody take it from you. Don't let nobody steal your peace. Don't let nobody come in and snatch it. Hold your peace and let the Lord fight for you. I feel that thing. That when you get annoyed in your house, you ought to declare, I'm not annoyed, I'm still in peace, and God will deal with you. You ought to talk to that thing that irritates you and say, I'm not irritated, I'm at peace, and God will deal with you. You ought to allow the peace of God to be so instilled in your mind that you made up in your mind that I don't even acknowledge that which tries to disturb my peace. You don't even exist. God's already dealt with you. God, we trade our cares, we trade our worries, we trade our stress, we trade our anxieties, we trade that, oh God, which disturbs and impedes our walk with you. We trade it all for your peace. We give it over to you now, knowing that at the end, because I was able to walk in peace, joy, I was able to do something else. Because I walked in peace, I was able to endure. The Bible tells me that those who endure shall see the kingdom of God. How was you able to make it? How was you able to look back and get over? It was because I held on to my peace and I let God take care of the rest.
3 Sigma 06.
That's all I come to be a messenger of the Lord this morning. To just say that as long as you got the peace of God in your life, there's nothing you can't overcome. As long as you got the peace of God in your life, there's nothing that you can't get past. There's nothing that you can't walk through. The reason the Hebrew boys, Ananiah, Azariah, Mishael, we know them, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the reason they was able to sit in the fire is because they made up in their mind that if God does it, I'm at peace. And if God don't do it, I'm at peace. I'm at peace with whatever God is doing in this season. And that's if you would get in that posture, in that position, and say, God, whatever it is you're doing in this season, I might not know what you're doing, I might not know how you're doing it, but I'm at peace with that. The fact that you're going to do it. And God, I made up in my mind to be your peace. God said, I'll see you through. And you will endure. You will see the kingdom. So God, we shout now. We give you glory now. We give you the highest praise. We worship you in spirit and in truth, knowing that you have given us the spirit of peace. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but He has given us peace. He has given us love. He has given us a sound mind. He has given us power. And so we operate in the power of God. We operate in the peace of God. And we worship you now, God. With our hands lifted and our mouths filled with praises, I will bless thee, O Lord. I will give you the glory. I will give you the honor. I will shout to God with a voice of triumph. Oh, no, come on. Shout to God with a voice of triumph. Shout. No. Listen, I know we get in church and nothing that you can do to dampen, harper, or hinder my peace. I'm at peace with what God's going to do and how he's going to do it. I relinquish control. So will you stand with me this morning? Will you stand with me? And for the next 45 seconds, for the next 45 seconds, we're going to put Cottrell on notice. Every jurisdictional demon on notice. Every regional demon on notice. That we are operating in the peace of God. And that everything attached to us will win. That we coming back to reclaim our land. That we're coming back to take it over. We're coming back. You thought we were down and out, but we're here and we ain't going nowhere. So for the next 5 seconds, won't you just open your mouth? Shout to God. What voice of triumph? Open your mouth and put my Claire on notice. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open in your words. Your victory is in your mouth. Open your mouth and shout. Excited and happy every night. How is it that you walk in here? I get stressed out in the parking lot. But if you know the peace of God will hold you, if you know the peace of God will keep you, I can walk in the most stressful environments, and when the peace is and when they're doing whatever they want to do and when they're refusing, it becomes a conversation that when we're done talking, the kid walking back to his room laughing and I'm going back to my office, there's no restraints, there's no problem. We've already handled the situation. Don't call the supervisor, we don't need the OD. Why? Because I am walking in a position of peace, and everywhere I step is holy ground, and everywhere I step, the peace of God got to be there. Everywhere I step, the joy of the Lord will have to be here. So I declare that over your life today, that wherever you go, the peace of God will follow. Wherever you go, the joy of the Lord will be there. Wherever you go, the power of God has already prepared the land for you. So we worship God, and we give him the glory, and we praise him already, that all throughout this week, wherever I step, I declare will be holy ground, and peace will be there, joy will be there, salvation will be there. And all you want to activate is through your mouth. You gotta declare it on Monday, declare it on Tuesday, declare it on Wednesday, declare it on Thursday, declare it on Friday. What do you declare? I will live to see the glory of the Lord today, and I will experience his grace, I will experience his mercy, I will experience his loving kindness, I will experience his peace, I will experience it. Oh God, bless the Lord, oh my soul, and forget not his benefits. I will experience the benefits of the Lord. So on this day, these last 10 seconds, why don't you declare what you're going to see from God this week? Why don't you declare? When you declare it, remember this, if you're bold enough to declare it, you ought to be bold enough to live. If I'm going to be bold enough declare a thing, I'm going to be bold enough to live it out. So I'm going to be bold enough to declare